How's it going, everybody? This is Taylor with the Card Sharks, doing something a little different today. Doing a deck tech for Magic the Gathering. Uh, Doing a Commander EDH deck. It's just about the only format I play anymore. But I've loved Magic for as long as I can remember. And I've had so many different deck ideas that I don't know what to do with anymore. So I'm not always able to actually make the decks in paper Magic. So I decided it would be fun. I started a tapped out account, started building some decks. Um, this is the first one that I tested out online to see how it does, and I did like it. So this deck is basically based off a pauper deck that I remember building. I believe it was a video from the professor at Tulare Community College. It was an Izzet deck, sort of a combo spellslinger based around Nivik Cyclops, Kiln Fiend, playing instants and sorceries to get them boosted, then doing things to give them double strike and unblockable, attacking for a bunch of damage. So I'm going to take that idea and try and transfer it to Commander. And like I said, I got to test it a little bit, and I did like it. So this is the basic gist of it. So the Commander is Melek, Izzet Paragon. Costs 4 generic, blue and a red for a legendary weird wizard. He's a 2/4. He says, play with the top card of your library revealed. You may cast instant and sorcery spells from the top of your library. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your library, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. So what you're going to be wanting to do is obviously play as many instants and sorceries as you can. And when you play them, you get to copy them and choose new targets. So this is basically a combo with Nivik Cyclops, which is one colorless, blue and a red for a Cyclops. He's a 1/4 with Defender. And so whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, he gets +3/+0 until end of turn and can attack this turn as though it didn't have Commander. So you play a spell, he loses Defender, he gets +3/+0, and he can attack. So he doesn't have haste, so you need to get him out. And then you can attack with him. It also combos well with Kiln Fiend, an elemental beast for 1 colorless and a red. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, he gets +3/+0 until end of turn. Basically the same gist, if he doesn't have Commander or Defender. So you want to get those two out, and every time you cast a spell, they get +3/+0. We also have things like Burning Prophet, a human wizard, 1/3 for 1 colorless and a red. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, she gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and you scry 1, which is always good. What you basically want to do is you want to cast as many instants and sorceries, get them pumped up, then use things like Artful Dodge, which is a sorcery for 1 blue. Target creature is unblockable this turn, and it has Flashback for 1 blue, which means you can cast this card from your graveyard for its flashback cost, and then you exile it, so you get it twice. Then you have Slip Through Space, which is another 1 blue sorcery for target creature can't be blocked this turn, and you draw a card. If you want to do this thing, you want to do those to give some of your creatures unblockable, so you boost them up with as many spells as you can. You get them unblockable. And then we also have Teamer Battle Rage for 1 colorless and a red instant. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn. The creature also gains trample until end of turn if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. So you can boost it up a couple of times depending on how much mana you have on the board. Get your Cyclops or your Kiln Fiend boosted up. Give it unblockable. With Teamer Battle Rage, at least you can get a double strike and trample if you have it boosted. Get it boosted before. Then you put Teamer Battle Rage on the stack, play it. Then it gets double strike. Then we also have Assault Strobe for 1 red mana sorcery. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn. So these are just a couple of things, the main combos there to get them boosted, give them unblockable, give them double strike. You can kill just about anything with that. If you boost it enough, you can also probably take out a player when they're at lower life totals. The rest of the deck is a combination of burn spells to just kind of do a little bit of damage to your opponents, like Blasphemous Act. We have Blazing Volley, things like that. Mizium Mortars, Deals 4 damage to target creature you don't control with Overload, where you can change it from from target to each, which is a nice one. So there's a handful of burn spells to sort of just kind of annoy your opponent, do some damage, and then it gets to boost up your guys. And then we have some counter spells. Obviously we have counter spell. We have disallow, negate, just a couple of things. Arcane Denial, I have in here. Just the counter spells, you know, saves you from board wipes. If you get your Kiln Fiend and Nivik Cyclops right on the board at the same time, your 2 big combo pieces are there already. Also, just in general spellslinger decks, it's good to have some of these other cards. We have Sprite Dragon, 1/1 Fairy Dragon, costs 1 blue and 1 red. Flying Haste whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Murmuring Mystic, 1 and a 5 Human Wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 blue bird illusion token with flying. There's a lot of spells in here. If you can get some of these creatures on the board right away, you can start generating tokens, getting +1/+1 counters. Your commander copies things, so you can copy stuff all the time. There's nothing too crazy in terms of land. I don't want to put too much in here. I think the most expensive one I have in here is Steam Vent. But otherwise, it's some basic Izzet lands. Temple of Epiphany, one of the scry lands from Theros. Lets you scry 1. It's always good to be able to see what you have on top of your deck. We have Emergence Zone, which is 1 colorless, and you tap it, you sacrifice it, you may cast spells this turn as those that had flash. So if things are starting to get a little crazy, you're getting a little worried about your opponents, you can tap 1 and sacrifice the Emergence Zone. Start playing things really fast that we don't have to worry about waiting until your turn. When it comes to artifacts, we have the basic ramp, we have Arcane Signet, Darksteel Ingot. I have Izzet Cluestone and Izzet Signet. Lightning Greaves and Swiftfoot Boots, those are always good. If you really want to get your combo pieces protected, if you have Nivik Cyclops and, say, Sprite Dragon on the board right away, you want to keep them there. If you can get both of them equipped with Hexproof and Shroud, that's always a plus. I also have Mirari in here, which is a legendary artifact, cost 5. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may pay 3. If you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets for the copy. So, another example of getting to just copy spells. You're going to be throwing spells all over the place. You're going to be getting tons of value. You're going to be boosting your guys a ton. It's just a fun deck. I've got to play it online a couple of times, and I did win a handful. I did last a long time on the others, so it's not perfect, and it's not very well tuned. It's just a fun commander. It can be a little annoying because obviously you're copying spells. If you're countering things all the time, you're burning people all the time, and you're copying them, you're throwing damage around all over the place. It can be a little annoying, so use it with caution because it can annoy some people. But overall, it is a really fun deck. I do like it. And it is just one of the random ideas I have. I also know this isn't the first, Melek Izzet Paragon deck out there. I can't remember on EDH how many decks there were. I know I saw a bunch of them. But I really wanted to sort of generate something just with that, that Nivik Cyclops and Kiln Fiend combo. Get them boosted, make them unblockable and double strike. Just sort of annoying like that. And Melek seemed like the most viable commander. So, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I do want to do a handful more of these. I'm going to try and do 1 to 2 deck techs a week. Because, like I said, as of right now, I think I have 23 deck ideas in my phone from just sitting around looking at EDH Rec and watching videos and just seeing different combos and interesting creatures, just things like that. So I'm going to be doing more of these, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you later. Bye.